Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Grant County, West Virginia Matrix Show. I'm your host, Brian Shreve. And on today's show, I am going to be discussing an article in the Grant County Press about the hospital and the county commissioners. It's the May 1st, 2018 edition. We'll go ahead and read a section for you. In the March meeting, the board was addressed by Jane Kite Killing, who also advised the board that they should publicly address concerns brought to them. Nilling spoke on a report the commission had performed on the hospital to investigate allegations of fraud. She said that the report was not released to the public until a Freedom of Information Act was submitted, and that she was baffled by their choice to hold this, not only from the public, but also from the board. The board and the commission has left the citizens of Grant County with too many unanswered questions, Nilling said. This silence is not acceptable. We deserve and demand the truth. The longer you refuse to answer our questions, the more this sore is going to fester. Yeah, I find that kind of strange that they're hiding information on fraud. And somebody had to submit a Freedom of Information Act form to find out about it. And if you read the Open Meetings Law, I'll probably be bringing this law up a lot, the way it looks. County commissioners just don't get it, or they just don't care. I think they're hiding something myself. I think they're guilty of something. That's just my opinion. The legislature hereby further finds and declares that the citizens of this state do not yield their sovereignty to the governmental agencies that serve them. The people in delegating authority do not give their public servants the right to decide what is good for them to know and what is not good for them to know. The people insist on remaining informed so that they may retain control over the instruments of government created by them. That means we the people decide what's best for us to know and not to know, not the county commissioners. Again, they're breaking the Open Meetings Law. Again, if I had $1 for every time they broke it, I'd probably be a rich man. I think it's sad. Somebody gets a speeding ticket, their name gets put in the press and how fast they was going and all that. Someone is caught with dope, their name gets put in the press and how much they had and all that good stuff. Somebody gets caught for truancy, their name gets put in the paper. But somebody commits fraud at the hospital, you have to fill out a Freedom of Information Act form. We're all invested in that hospital through the hospital levy. Everybody's paying on that. Supposedly that levy was supposed to be temporary, but I'm not sure about that. I think it's sad that they want to hide information like that from us. Unreal. I have no respect for the county commissioners whatsoever. None. None at all. Moving on, April 28th, I went to the Libertarian Convention in Bridgeport. I got my nomination. I was up in front giving my talk to everybody, and somebody in the crowd brought up Gorillas in the Mist. Apparently, somebody turned me into the Libertarian Party about my moral turpitude. I'm not going to say this person's name. I'm just going to refer to her as Beulah Balbricker. Beulah Balbricker. That's what I'm referred to her as. Who knows, maybe she likes hanging out at the high school. I don't know. Anyhow, she contacted the Libertarian Party and introduced them to my videos, and it turns out they liked my videos. I got 22 votes for me and 0 against me. So I guess Beulah's plan didn't work out. I guess you could say I slipped through her fingers. Oh shoot, that's funny. I'm still laughing. That's funny. It's just the nerve of some people. Oh well, life goes on. Didn't hurt me none. I just got a good kick out of it. Somebody brought up gorillas in the mist. Oh, that's funny. Oh shoot. 1, 2. The county commissioners are hiding something from you. 3, 4. The county commissioners are bought and paid for. 5, 6. The county commissioners are full of tricks. 7, 8. The county commissioners are the next thing to Watergate. 9, 10. The county commissioners are up to secrecy again. I made that one up. I thought it was pretty cute. Just let everybody know that I will be filing to run for county commissioner here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I'll be getting this show on the road. I did not release my platform before the primaries because I did not want any of the other candidates stealing my platform. I know there was a lot of people a little bit frustrated that I haven't released my platform, but I was not going to have people stealing my platform. That's the reason I waited so long. I want to wait until after I file and I see who I'm going up against and go from there. I will tell you this much. I'm not going to have the same platform as the other 4 candidates. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about the other 4 candidates, but when looking at them, it reminded me of looking at 4 bottles of Pepsi. They was all about the same thing. So I guess everybody's going to have to vote on their personality, whether or not they like that person, whether or not that person was a good neighbor, or whatever. Their platform is pretty much the same thing, and a lot of it's stuff that will probably be resolved by the time somebody gets in there the next time in January. Like the police officer in the school, they're already working towards that, the way I understand it. Then a hospital situation, that'll probably be straightened out by then. They're looking for a new CEO, maybe that'll be straightened out by then. So I would have thought they would have broadened their horizons a little bit, but I guess that's how they want to run things. I don't know. Me personally, I want to broaden my horizons. I want to bring up stuff that's never been brought up before. That's my plan. I want to shake things up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. So that's all I have for today's show. So until next time, stay safe and be careful out there, will you?